Welcome back. We are back in Firelink Shrine, wearing our Mask of the Child. And there is much work to be done. Last session, we took a brief peek down the elevator here beneath the Firelink Shrine to the new Londo ruins. We were able to drain it, revealing the fog gate, or a fog gate, perhaps forward. I suppose we'll have to see where it really leads. Good morning. Thank you for joining me. So I did have one thought overnight here. When we were down in the New Londo ruins, we talked to that crimson-robed gentleman. I believe he's called the Sealer, who gave us the key to the seal that allowed us to open the floodgates, etc., etc. He mentioned the old hero Artorias, who has been mentioned throughout this several times. And I do believe there's like a DLC element that I've never actually played. I played this way, way back in the day before the DLC was even out. And I have never actually engaged in the Artorias of the Abyss questline. So I don't even particularly know where it starts, but we're gonna try some things. I've read online that there may be a crystal golem just beyond where we got to after the armored tusks here in the Duke's archives. There's a lot of words flying at you, my apologies. But in the Duke's archives here above on Orlando, we should find another crystal golem, crystal guardian guy, who may have one more item for us that will tie in to something we saw in a previous episode. I will have to head back down there. Let's see if we can find the item first. Gentlemen, good to see you. So I've been struggling with myself here this morning. It's a little later in the morning than I usually stream. I had slept in like a naughty boy, and then I was trying to decide if I wanted to stream something else. I was thinking about launching into Portal or something. But I came back to this because we are actually really quite close to the end. I think at this point, if we include the Artorias side of things, there's like 3 bosses as a part of that DLC that I've never done before, that I've never gone through. And then there's about 3 bosses left on the other side of things. There's like maybe 2 mini-bosses down in Lost Izalith, or they could be considered full bosses. And then the Lord Soul down there, and then there's 2 other Lord Souls. And then the final boss. So it actually is getting a little bit close to the end of the first Dark Souls here, which is why I am pressing forward with such aggressiveness, or whatever this could be called. Look at me, I'm being all aggressive. Welcome! Oh no, it is your birthday! Well then, happy birthday, as is tradition. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Aruru. I'm pretty sure those are the lyrics. At least when there's a full moon. Okay, I always manage to forget how devastatingly tough these crystal enthused guys are. Even with all of my recent upgrades to take down Gravelord Nito, I am hurting. So much damage done. No. Okay, now it's a little unfortunate. Oh no, now I need to catch up. It's your birthday too? My goodness. Happy birthday to you. And let's go around again. Happy birthday to you again. Happy birthday to you also. I am touched. Thank you so much for spending your respective days in my company here. We're all growing old together on this journey of life. Or whatever it is we're growing. We're all growing mold together on this journey of life. I wish that I had a cake. I really should have. You know, I woke up and I thought I should play Portal today. That was my actual thought. And it's because Portal revolves around cake. That is the entire point. And now I know why. I was getting psychic messages. Oh, great shield work, guys. Big round of applause for your shield work. You should feel proud. Making me look like a fool, but you should feel proud. There must be some better weapon I should be using. Perhaps that Zweihänder that may, make their shields a little less effective. Growing moldier and moldier with every passing day. That's my plan. Come on down. Or just stay up there. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine too. Okay, so I'm guessing it's not this crystal golem, but I don't know if I have even taken him out at all yet. Let's try it. If I can not be attacked. There you go. That seems like it should have hit, but okay. That is such a devastating arrow. Like that arrow took off half of my recently augmented health bar. These guys are just devastating. Ah, that was the other thing I forgot to mention, too. We're still wearing this elite knight armor, but because we defeat that invading spirit, the dark spirit... Good morning. Because we defeat that dark spirit of Paladin Leroy, or whatever his name was, he, dropped his Paladin set inside Gravelord Nito's arena, or whatever that is. And I was able to, buy some Twinkling Titanite. Apparently this is a unique item that requires Twinkling Titanite rather than just Titanite shards to upgrade. I was able to buy some from the giant blacksmith and get this up to +5 because it is both comfortable and stylish. It's roughly 1 pound heavier than the armor I was wearing, and it does a significant amount more defense. Or it possesses more defense, or whatever the correct term would be. So let's try this. Maybe that will keep a little bit more of our health inside of our body. So there appears to be a channeler in there. We have not seen a channeler since perhaps the undead parish? I'm not sure. Oh no, now I'm right there in your head. Whispering dark secrets into your ear canal. I'm so sorry. And on your birthday, no less. Okay, he's run away. And he's up at the top of the stairs now. That's fancy. Fancy move. Alright. Whatever spells he's mumbling above me there, I'm not sure if you can hear it. It sounds like the speech of the Red Room from Twin Peaks. Sounds like he's speaking backwards incantations at me. Ah. Wonder if this would do anything. Yay. Got one of them at least. That's something. Okay. Slightly more breathing room now. This sure is an interesting area, goodness. Take that, Bell's Library. There's a new game in town. As long as this also has wheelie ladders, that's really one of the most important features. I'm assuming this is not a thing, though it looks suspiciously like it could be. An elevated platform. I think it must be, but maybe it just doesn't stop at the bottom. It must stop at the top of the stairs. It seems very suspicious. Okay, we got a spearman or something. Just a swordsman. Not sure why I promoted him. I thought he would go in 2 hits. What a fool. What a fool I was to try to sip some Estus there. Yikes. Okay, so there is an elevator. Let's come back to that in a moment. Casual murder. Welcome back to Casual Murder with your host, Dr. Phil. I should have checked that first. This is definitely possible mimic territory in an old, dilapidated library. I should be more careful. But thank you for not eating me, chest. Hello, hello, welcome. It's a full party now. Everyone's involved. Thank you for being here. I'm just dying in the library. Nothing new. Just dying the same way I always do. With my tail tucked between my legs. About fireballs. How do you folks feel about fireballs? Pretty good. I feel pretty good about it. Nobody behind me. Good. Imminent beating to a pulp. Okay. Yeah, like you can actually see, if you look really, really closely at the chest, about every 4 seconds, it breathes. Like it peeks open a tiny bit. Right there. That is horrifying. All right. So what would be the best, weapon for a mimic in incredibly tight quarters? Give me one moment. I need to cough at you, I'm afraid. Yikes. Okay. Peter, can you please do Bostonian? This is your one birthday request. Oh, goodness. I wish I could do Bostonian. I wish I could satisfy this request. I'm not even sure how I would begin. Let me see if I can think of something that someone from Boston would say. I just saw during the loading screen, whatever this was, they had this item up. During the loading screens, it shows you the item display pages, like these text descriptions, because strangely, and I should have probably explained this sooner than 40 or so hours into the game, but during the loading screens, it shows you the item descriptions because that's kind of where the story is. The lore of the game is often hidden in these item descriptions, and you don't really know what's going on unless you collect all the rare items that tell you the story. And one of the things I think these can do, weirdly, is put mimics to sleep. And I've never really tried one. I've always done it the old-fashioned way. Let's see if this is actually a thing, because I just genuinely don't know. There we go. Now he's asleep. And you just get the item for free. You don't have to fight him. Apparently. So that's my thing. Okay, here we go. Someone gave me a line. You gave me a line. This is gonna be hugely embarrassing. If I can get the chat to stop moving, so sorry. Oh, I got an emote as well. Thank you. I got a love oops or something. Whatever that means. I don't have a mouse on this laptop, and trying to catch this tiny little scroll bar with my trackpad is not working for me. Okay, park your car in Harvard Yard. Park your car in Harvard Yard. I am awful at Bostonian. My apologies. All right. There's one terrible try at it. We'll keep going. Be wary of left. Thank you. And how about the right? Should I be wary of the right also? No, just the left. Okay. Oh, this is nice. Some actual sunshine. And this might be real sunshine out in the Duke's archives here. I'm not sure. I'm assuming that's the undead burg and undead parish below. Down there in the fog. I assume that is the undead burg, but I am not entirely sure. I was thinking about playing Portal this morning. One of the other things that's been stuck in my head since yesterday, we had mentioned the turret opera, the ending song of not the original Portal, but Portal 2. They both end in song. It's one of the best things about the Portal series. And, the ending song from Portal 2 is this fantastic, lovely piece called The Turret Opera. And I can't get it out of my head. This is like not some sort of crystal hollow, but a crystal human or something. I had better get Estes redeployed. Swing at me. I wish for it. I wish for it dearly. There we go. It's really the best bed in tight quarters. I am going to risk a moment of safety here. Give me one moment to go grab something. Okay, my apologies. We have a little water close by now. That will help. If you'll pardon my wet lip-smacking noises. Jeez. I'm gonna keep this PG-13 here. Ahem. That means I can say crap. Good. I don't know why that would give me such joy, but here we are. Oh, there's a crystal lizard. My old nemesis, the crystal lizard. Aha, I actually got one for once. This is getting so crystally up in here. I was just hoping there would be like a quick item to pick up on maybe that first crystal golem. But no, we're going full fog wall with it. Be wary of curses. Okay. So sorry. I keep sneezing. I must need to warm my poor cold tootsies. Oh, that's too bad. Ah, okay. I didn't know we were on to this boss already. Something I remember about this boss from years ago is that this is a trick. This is not actually a boss battle. This is an introduction to the great lord Seath the Scaleless. And he will kill you, regardless. He is invincible and will kill you. So it's the one time in the game when I use those rare rings of sacrifice, because it actually doesn't, it makes you not lose any humanity and no souls, and this is a teleportation death. He has now put you in prison instead of taking you back to the previous bonfire. It's very weird. I think it's the only time that happens in the game. So if you're playing through this for the first time and you see Seath the Scaleless for the first time and you happen to have a ring of sacrifice, I suggest it. Not that I really had much to lose there, but... So here we go. Now we are at what I hope is an actual bonfire. It's cut off from the others. Never mind. I had hoped that might be warpable. Maybe it will be later when I break out, or something. Okay, so it's locked. That's fair. they just put me in Gen Pop, apparently. Fair enough. Everyone's gonna try to prove that they're the toughest in Gen Pop. But it turns out I'm the toughest in Gen Pop, so... sorry, guys. This is also locked. Fair enough. I guess that would be too easy. Sure. So there don't appear to be any illusory walls that I can see. Interesting. I have no memory of how to actually get out of this cell at this point. This is such a, like, one-off event that it does not stick in my gray matter, apparently. So I can't warp out of here. Nothing else would do anything, as far as I know. There's another snake guy down there, just staring at me. Probably wondering why his friend is so sleepy. Okay, so I can bring these guys back. Will they just eventually have a key or something? Not sure what the deal is here, but we'll catch on. Eventually. I do need a cool prison nickname. Taser Lips. Shiv Shanks. I be Shiv Shanks. Fear me. And my Shiv Shanks. Yeah, I think I've nailed it. I think that's the prison personality I'm going with. Shiv Shanks the Terrible. Quite exquisite. Yikes. Okay, what haven't I hit? What haven't I hit yet? Hello? Can I request that you let me out? Is that how this works? Okay, well, I've given it a good 30 seconds of effort. Let's fall back on laziness now. The first topic I see says, "How escape Seath prison?" with 3 question marks. And that is about the emotion we're going for here. How escape Seath prison? So maybe I just need like a thrusty weapon. Everyone is saying, just kill the guy. What's wrong with you? Just kill the guy. But it must be that my current sword cannot get through the bars. Let's try something else. Let's try a nice spear. Wow, I have a lot of those. I was doing a bit of grinding back in the painted world. I may have to show you that section just in case you need a bit of grinding yourself. So yes, thrusty weapon is the way, and you've got the cell key. That was a lot easier than I was making it. Thank you, Internet. Thank you, How Escape Seath Prison. I like Taser Lips because you can make their legs quake. Ooh. Sounds hugely saucy. And really changes the meaning of the thing. I was thinking like, fear me, I am Taser Lips. But now it's more of like, hey, come closer, I'm Taser Lips situation. I like it. Oh, great. He's seen me escape. And he's activated the grand phonograph of alarmism. Well, that's just horrifying. Some sort of eldritch squid slugs are headed out to suck my blood. Ah, what makes you say that? What makes you say I wouldn't be good in prison? With phrases like, hey there, I'm Taser Lips. Come on, I'm sure it'd be fine. Oh, he really just did not want to fight me. Okay. Maybe they know something I don't here. Should I be climbing? Are the Eldritch? Yes, they are coming up the stairs. Okay. Interesting. So I can either flee or fight. The classic fight or flight response. I don't know how much damage I might do against something like this. Yikes. Ah, and they can jump. They can jump quite far. Okay. And he's back. He found his courage. Dorothy brought it. Kinda thinking about running at this point, but let's just stick it out. Let's stick it out and fight through the pain. This is not the time to dance, sir. Get off of me. I know how much you love to tango, but we have bigger fish to fry. We have bigger squid to skewer. So I'm gonna try to get down there and, turn off the alarm, is my point in not running. If I can just get down there, past them, we may be able to stop this phonographic madness. That went very well. That's never going to go so well ever again. It was lithe and efficient. Goodness. Huh. So after all that, this is not connected to where he hit the phonograph. I thought it was going to lead right down there for some reason. I saw it wrong. But oh well, we're all the way down here. Let's take a look for items. Oh, he's got me. No. No. So they have some sort of very long spear inside their faces that they have been hiding from me. They did not want me to know about their faces. Ah, come on. That hurts. That hurts my sternum. And you know it. That's your intention here, is to hurt my sternum, which makes it all the more hurtful. And you. Okay, who else? Who else is hiding in the down below? That's another great prison sentence you can use if you're in a jam. Say, who else is hiding in the down below? It'll be fine. I don't know if these guys are, like, friendly or what. I feel bad about these guys. I raced in there thinking they were likely... Ah, yikes, they have miracles. Which means I probably shouldn't have killed them.
Hello again.
Hey, buddy.
What a chance.
It's Big Hat.
Alas, I'm imprisoned once again. I don't suppose you could stage me.
I love Big Hat.
The archives. such a storehouse of knowledge, so close but just out of reach. The thought offends me so I could simply die. As a student of the arts, you understand me, yeah?
Of course I understand you.
Hello again. Alas, I'm in the archives. The thought offends me so as a student of the...
Okay, I'll be back. I'll be back next time I find a key. Hold on to your big hat. And know that Daddy loves you. Okay. I'm trying to learn that prison lingo still. I've heard that in order to keep good relationships with the other inmates, you should often end sentences with, "Remember that Daddy loves you." It's just a pro tip there if you ever find yourself in prison. It's all about good manners, really. So I don't suppose there's anything I can do with this large collection of shattered gears. I am looking for a cell key. I had better check the other cells along the staircase here now, though I doubt that's where they would hide a key. But if I can get in, let's do it. And then we'll have to go up the ladder. The escapee man-serpent ladder. Extra key. Well, let's try that. I don't know if that's going to be it, but sure. I'm totally going to pretend that from now on. I'm going to pretend that Big Hat Logan is David Ault. Absolutely. That makes perfect sense to me somehow. The wise master sorcerer? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, extra key is not it. Now we have 2 doors to find, I guess. Or a door and a key, or whatever we're down to. Not sure why I'm talking like this today. Oh ho! It's just the way I'm talking. No, I didn't have time for it. I hoped. Strained against my bonds of hope. But alas, it was bootless. So that just leads back down into that cell. Okay. Aha, it appears someone has spent their num-nums in pursuit of a slightly French accent. Yes. Frankly, I could not think of a better use for your num-nums. My friend, you really have knocked it out of the park with this one, if I may use an American baseball metaphor. Oh, they may not financially help me, but they do help me practice my just awful accents. So there is some use, I swear. You're helping me overcome a mental blockage that prevents me from doing accents. This is rarer than gold. Okay, so I think we hit all the cells on the way up. I'm sure I'm missing an illusory wall or something, but let's go up the ladder in search of keys. We're climbing up the ladder now. I hope that we can find some keys. If we don't find the keys, I guess we're stuck here. This is an interesting little balcony, but seems sort of pointless. Strange. Maybe it's just if you're trying to fight snakemen up there. This is locked. Huh. What a confusing place. Okay. So I must have missed something. Yes, there is another balcony there. I guess I have to drop down to. That must be my only option. Very interesting. Weird. That appears to be Rhea's set, the miracle lady from... She was at Firelink and then the catacombs down with Patches. I always wonder what it means that you, like, find the bodies and armor of people and then later you kind of meet them, like you find them in the world. I don't know if it has something to do with that. The fact that your worlds are kind of intertwining and there's multiple realities and, like, they could be dead in one reality, like in your reality, but their spirit is being summoned, or... I don't quite know how it works. I'm very fascinated. So despite the fact that we got a nice ring there, let's check that ring. I don't know how this would open any doors for us, so to speak. White seance. Nothing. No indication of a secret special use, at least. Just seems to add attunement slots. So, this is weird. I must be missing another thing. I guess I'll just look around a bit, so sorry. And failing that, we'll fall back on laziness and look it up. But I must have some options here. Let me try the key again. Make sure I didn't pick up a second one I'm forgetting about here. I think one of these cell doors did take the extra key, whatever it was called. And we haven't gotten another one beyond that, so as far as I know, this door will not open. Maybe I missed something down below. It's locked. You don't have anything new to say, sure. Okay. Give me 1 second. We're falling back on the laziness again. Will likely be something just as simple as poke the guy through the bars. You idiot. Okay, so sorry, just catching up to where I finally am. Awake in prison, blah blah blah. Okay, it says there is a ladder immediately at the bottom of the stairs. Aha. A ladder at the bottom of the stairs, quite easily visible. To anyone with eyes, really. There we go. Oh my goodness, this is the wildest story I have ever heard. I'm so sorry, I'm still catching up to the chat. My aunt had a monkey in the 70s in England. She owned a liquor store, and one night the monkey broke in, and it got so drunk they had to euthanize it because it was chucking bottles at people. I've never heard anything like that before in my days. That is fantastic, and I'm so sorry for the monkey and for the people who had bottles thrown at them. Please switch. That lock-on was not doing me any favors. Let's get out of there. All right. Yeah, oh no, go on. Yes. I don't like these 3-on-1. I don't like that. Okay, we'll have to get back down there and get our souls back now that everyone in the room is awake and active again. But now we know where to go. That's the important part. That is so unfortunate. I'm so sorry for this monkey. A metaphor for overindulgence, if ever there was one. No bad crystal guys. No. Here's another thing I likely missed. There's a ledge down there with an item. But let me try to take out one of these serpents first. Where are you going, man serpents? I don't know why they love going up there so much. But oh well, we'll deal with them later. Happy birthday, and enjoy your socialization, your party, whatever that is. And thank you for joining in for a little while. I appreciate it. Happy birthday again, and I'll see you next time. Alright, let's grab this. Let's look back here, just in case. Alright. There is a weird sort of stone platform down there. But I'm not sure if it's just part of the structure. It must be. I don't see any doors or anything. So hopefully we can ignore that. And now I'm up here. Right above where I need to be, strangely enough. That worked out well. So can I take one of them? Oh, he's going down the ladder. It's hilarious to me that they even have the slide down the ladder animation. It's fantastic. Alright, let's try to get this soul pile. Quick like a bunny. No spellcasters here, please. Please, I beg you, no. So I'm assuming it is finally off, since the wailing in my ears has ceased. And he's just hanging out. He's not going to make any moves without consulting a lawyer. It's probably for the best, I suppose. Your friend is waiting for your indecisiveness. Seems a little rude, but I'm going for it. Oh my. Maybe I'm not going for it. Maybe they're going for me. That was not good. But hey, they're down. So let's see if there is another key back here somewhere. Or something of import. I don't see this one moving. I think it's normal. And giant door key. Must go down there. So I'm wondering what the Duke in question was doing with a giant prison cell. I don't know why he has all the normal-sized prison cells. I definitely don't know why he has a giant one. Oh, that's where they all are. Okay, sure. Darn. So hoping that would go off before. Oh well. Not as effective out here, but I'll take it. Then we can switch back to these, maybe. Just to make it a little easier. Ah, not the button I wanted, but hey, still worked. Oh, I'm glad. Alright, big head, get out of there. Oh, what? Okay. Still not the right key. So where would a giant door be? All the way up, perhaps? They are very cool looking, these tentacle folks. I'm not sure what to call them. One of the more interesting enemy types I've seen. I have 50,000 souls and 2 humanity, just sort of accidentally on the line here. I don't think there were any other doors hidden behind cells or down below that I saw. I'm assuming it must be this one up here, but maybe this is foolish. There may also be serpents. Yes. There are still serpents. And I've been followed. So how do I deal with that? Let me take a quick look from over here just to make sure I don't get in a bad situation. So close. There we go. That will help significantly, I hope. Also, some health will help significantly, I hope. Okay, let's try it. Oh, that's a good get. A man-serpent greatsword. Ah, you were playing D&D last night, I take it? And you found a mysterious rod weapon, the end of which turns into 3 tentacles. That sounds fantastic. +6 to attack. Alright, so that is the giant door in question. So forget everything I said about there being a giant cell. Though it is still technically a bigger cell than the others. I hear footsteps. I'm liking this very soft, almost pastel light out here. This is a good look for me. Of course. Of course. Here's, just right here would be just such a good spot for a little bonfire. A little warming marshmallow action. Come on. It is a gorgeous view. Strangely gorgeous. So about that bonfire, yeah. About the bonfire that I had put in a request for 6 months ago. Following all requisite channels. You're the channeler, you should know. You know I followed all the requisite channels. Ah, I wish they wouldn't do that. I wish they wouldn't escape. Yikes. Always something. Always something that can get you from every angle, at all times. It's weird that there's gears on that staircase mechanism, like it must raise up and down to provide different levels of elevation. I'm not sure. Not sure which way to go first up here. You snuck back in the middle of your socialization. I can't believe it. Welcome back. I'm flattered. This is the real party, let's be honest. Okay, so it looks like you can raise and lower from the middle of the staircase itself. It's good to know. Try to keep clearing this whole room out for now. Till I need to move it. Okay. So there may be some that I did not see yet back this way. Let's double check before I do anything rash. There's the other channeler up there. Maybe that I need to raise the staircase to get across to him in the first place. I am curious that there's this extra staircase. So it came out from there. There's nothing over there. Okay, good. Just making sure. And that is where it would connect if you moved it. Take a peek down here. Ah, come on. So I'm not sure if that is the very original room where the other bonfire is just outside there. And the elevator we took has just taken us up past this, or what? It looks very similar to that same room. Let's get out of range of the channeler before we face these guys. Also, desperately use a sip, if you gentlemen don't mind. Ah, doing a whole leapfrog routine. There we go. So I am desperately out of Estus at this point. But I do just want to race down to this corridor to make sure it's not something... Yikes! That I missed. Because I can get back into this room one level down. There's another channeler. There are just a lot of crystal guys in here. Too many, some might say. With a very long range to their arrows. Okay. Sorry for so many dead ends. I'm trying to do a thorough search of it here. So I do assume this is where I came in, but I'm not sure if I'm right to assume this. There's a bonfire right out here, so it is not. It's not the same entrance I thought it was. I will happily take a bonfire. Ah, that is fantastic. Try humanity. Okay. So I already have a few. Can definitely use one to see if there is a summon sign around here they are perhaps pointing out. Or maybe it's an invasion they want me to fall prey to. I'm not sure. Hello? Anybody want to invade me? I think this lower floor is clear. I have no clue how I would get on top of that bookcase to fight him, so it may have to be a ranged thing. Thanks, Bannister. Thanks much. Like if there was a break here, I might be able to drop down onto him, but no such luck. Okay, very, very glad we went through all that, though. I would not have found the bonfire otherwise if I assumed that was someplace we'd already been. Very glad we did not. Oh, did he finally fall? Yes. Here we go. That channeler's still quite agitated. Ah, great. Of course, now that I've rested at the bonfire, all of those long-range archers and swordsmen will be back. The long-range swordsman. So we still have that lower level on the light side to clear. To try not to get hit by magic here briefly. I would really like to take out all the channelers first. I don't know what he was about to unleash on me there. I thought it would be better just to be aggressive. Okay, making progress. Having to do all of the progress twice because I sat at the bonfire, but making progress. I'm just gonna forget those guys. Give this a turn so that I can take this archer out. There we go. Items? Secrets? No? No? Okay. Nothing. Nothing at all. So we may be up. Yes, we are on the level of the channeler now. However, I don't know if there's going to be any way across. And of course, this guy would be an archer. It's all ranged from here. So I must have to just jump off onto the staircase here, is my thought. Bad channeler. Naughty boy. Get down the stairs. Down the stairs with you, I say. I've molested his corpse enough. I'm done. I'm sorry. I just got excited. I was trying to pick him up with a front roll and fling him even further down the stairs, but he's wedged in a side passage. If I had a nickel... Not seeing this one move either. Luckily enough. Alright, so we got that one. Not seeing any doors, ladders, drop-off points. I'm hoping we're okay there. Let's get across to this level. Where I don't believe we have been yet. Ooh, so sorry. I just got tangled up in my own microphone cord there. I'm not sure why I had my ankle up near my face, but here we go. I'm practicing my, I've completely forgotten the word for it. All I can think of is ventriloquism all of a sudden, and that's absolutely not it. The bending, the ability to bend. What is that called? I don't necessarily want that. What I would like is to have my pyromancy flame re-equipped. This is a bit of a waste of a great chaos fireball, but I'm lazy. Flex elasticity. Oh, well, that is kind of it. Contortionism, yes, a contortionist. Is what I was trying for. Not ventriloquism, but contortionism. Probably shouldn't be hastily pulling levers, but here we go. I've hastily pulled a lever. Aha! Which has pulled back a bookcase, it seems. Right next to this bonfire? Oh, yes! Sweet. Okay. So that's the bonfire we're synced to. We now have a nice shortcut, opening up the lower level slightly. Why is it so dark in here? Why? I must have answers. Oh, it's even dark with the sunlight maggot. The sunlight maggot does nothing. Why are there these strangely attractive smashable jars? I wonder. That I am strangely attracted to smashing. Being way too paranoid about those. Just jars, I guess. Okay, so if the sunlight maggot is not actually doing anything, it's not necessary. What's next? What do you have next for me? Oh, a channeler set. Nice. I imagine that must boost sorceries or something. Or miracles, or whatever it is they're using. Not even sure where to check first. This is close quarters. If something goes wrong, and one of these has just gotta be a mimic. I refuse to believe they're this generous. Oh, lovely. Another ember for a blacksmith. I can't even recall how many blacksmiths we have at this point. We have Andre and... That's definitely a mimic. Let's get another one of those talismans in play. Why not? Oh. That's awesome. Got an actual mimic head helmet? I believe that item, it's called the Symbol of Avarice. It might actually increase the amount of souls you pick up by like 20% or something weird like that. So if you want to look a little ridiculous, you can get a lot more souls. Might be a good item to show you the grinding area I've been using with, in fact. Oh, good. Never can be sure. 20 prism stones. Why would I need prism stones out here? Oh, it must be for the... I think there's another area beyond this called the Crystal Cave. They must just be... Oh, yikes. Didn't know that was a drop-off. And here's the Crystal Cave, yes. That's exactly what it is. That, I do believe, the yellow golem back there is the one we're looking for. Finally. I was not expecting him to be this deep into the Duke's archives. This is all I've been looking for this whole time, is just that guy. Let's hope I have enough Estus to handle it here without losing my humanity. Maybe I can even attract him from here. Yoo-hoo! Let's see if my Bow of Ferris can help us out any. Oh, it's all coming together now. I don't suppose you are weak to pyromancy. Oh. A little bit more effective than I was hoping. Not the pyromancy, but his jumping ability. A little bit more effective than I had hoped. Okay. That's all the fireballs I have. And missed. Missed completely. Yikes. Ah, he's got friends. He's got friends in all the right places. Come on. Yikes. Alright. One more, my friend, and then you're free. You're free of this life of madness. Yes! Sweet Siegmeyer.
You who rescued me. Why?
Oh, it's not Siegmeyer.
I am Sieglind of Katerina.
It's
How
Sieglind.
I ended up in that crystal. It wasn't terrible in there, but I could hardly move. I must think of some way to repay you.
Just get back to your father, or husband, or whoever that is. Your friend, your partner.
Of armor just like mine.
That's the only... Uh-oh. I completely missed her question. Was it, have I seen someone wearing a suit of armor just like hers? I'm so sorry.
I knew he was here somewhere. Well then, now I must find him.
I should be paying attention. My apologies.
Now I shall just stay put and keep out of trouble. Thank goodness. Well then, now
I hope that was the right thing to say, to give her some hope that he is here. I imagine he must be. But that must not be the golem that I thought it was, is what I'm learning. So, I'm confused. I thought it would definitely be one of those yellow ones, because that ties into the entrance we need to go back to once we have the item. But maybe there is another one in play. There must be. I am very glad, at least, that we've released her. And I hope our good friend Siegmeyer appreciates. Why, I'd go to the ends of the earth for dear Siegmeyer. These guys have even more health than the ones down near the Hydra. I wonder if my Zweihander would be better against these guys, since it seems to have like a crushing sort of damage in addition to being a sword. And these guys seem to be more susceptible to crushing damage than anything. Okay. No real options there. Come, my lovely. Come closer. Hellborn. Okay. Okay, Hellborn. So he's got a slow effect around him that is really very devastating. Yikes. I don't know if that was a real player or not. I've never known an NPC invader to wave at me, so maybe it was. And fair enough. Enjoy your spoils. That's what I get for being human. Let me just see if I can get my humanity back there. I think I had 2. And I have no idea where the item I'm looking for is. I was really thinking that would be it. I got all excited. I lied to you guys. And then nothing. Okay, got our 2 humanity and 78,000, jeez. Back. Let's see if I can make it to the bonfire. Since we've respawned everyone regardless, I may as well spend some souls here. Yeah, it must have been a player. He just has a very sort of appropriate name. There could easily be something called a Hellborn in this game. Did I miss that chest my first time through? Because this one was the mimic that we put to sleep, but this one I must have just actually missed. And it's the most important item, jeez. I think that will probably, the giant cell key, will probably free Big Hat Logan. If I can only find my way back there now. It must have been lower level here, so I must be sort of in the right spot. Let's spend some souls and then we'll go try to find him. Alright, what do I need more of? I'm gonna go endurance up to 40 at this point, I think. At this point, the leveling up becomes a very strategic decision because, you know, it costs almost 60,000 souls to level up, and that's kind of hard to come by as the game progresses. So you have to start deciding when you kind of want to stop grinding out for levels and what your statistics need to be at that point. Because you can keep going forever, but it just gets exponentially worse in terms of cost. diminishing returns, or whatever that is. So I guess we have to go up and over here, and then try to find our way back down. Yikes. Okay, so this isn't the spot I was thinking it was. That's fine. I know somewhere on, I believe it was the second level, there's a archway that leads back to kind of where I came from. But I have now reversed the staircases, so it's a little harder to tell where I came from. All right. So I think this is the entrance. I think there's the golem out that way. We took that elevator up, and then we somehow got back down to where the cell was. I guess we took the elevator up, and then he put us in prison, is what I'm forgetting. We teleported as part of it. Hard time finding my way back to the prison. But I'm sure we'll find it. I think I just need to find that archway I was speaking about. Let's try up here. So there's an arch over there that leads seemingly outside. Oh, thank you. Thank you for this longbow. Let's take a quick peek out there, though I don't think it's what we need. Just a balcony. So it must be somewhere on the dark side. Perhaps up here. We're figuring it out. Archway. Yes, yes. Oh, jeez. That's too bad. So it's third story on the dark side. That is fine. Oh, what a lovely message. Chat, I want you to know that you're all really classy individuals, and I appreciate all of you. I'm sure I share the sentiment. I was considering a Discord. Someone was saying we need one for group chatting. I was considering making a Discord one of my Patreon access tiers, but that seems so strange. No, you have to pay to speak to me. It's the whole idea of that is just offensive. But I would like to set something like that up, regardless, somehow, if I can get over my self-disgust. I don't want to explode. don't want any of your explosives, sir. I'm hoping this is still the right way here. If we can just grab our pile and maybe not get cornered. Let's continue the good fight. And down the stairs. Because there's really nothing more important to me than Big Hat Logan. Let's be honest. Do I have room for more voices in my head? Well, that is a good question. It is getting a little crowded up there. Regrettably, I suppose I'm going to have to fight all those tentacle guys, since there have been bonfires in play since. So this is a bit, Oh good, I do have a chaos storm, if worse comes to worse. But this is a bit of a challenge. I guess these serpents have gone back to their favorite ladder. That will help significantly. If I can just keep from getting grabbed by the tentacles, we should be fine. Oh. I sure wish it would target this guy. There. Let's do a little fireballing. Okay. Hi. Welcome back. I forgot about the two guys who just have to climb a small ladder who were up near the phonograph there. And there's also a mage somewhere in that mix. They pack quite a punch, too. Not necessarily survivable hits. So close. He is so very close to dead. Just a tiny little sliver left. There we go. Stop it. You bad, bad snake. Get out of my grass. Oh, that makes it sound weird. Okay, let's continue this plan. Oh, great. Be careful of the range on those. Sometimes they just have more reach to their tentacles than I think they will. All right, Big Hat. I hope you appreciate the sacrifices I've done for you. Literally, in the back room there, huddled over a ancient sacramental text, committing horrible things. I'll be right back. 1 second. I'm back. I'm back. I'm forth. I'm all over the place. Big hat. Give me a hug, buddy.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm saved. That makes twice. I must be sure to repay you. I will visit the archive.
Well, I'd appreciate that.
If I discover any new spells, I shall share them with you. Prepare to be impressed by the onward march of sorcery.
Well, he knows how to get me interested. A line like, prepare to be impressed with the onward march of sorcery. I'm fully invested, sir.
I'll head out soon.
Okay, you enjoy your freedom. I'm gonna take this item, if you don't need it. I'll just take it, yeah. Oh, sweet deal. A Firekeeper soul. That is the best. I'm also wondering if perhaps one of those bonfires, or the bonfire, I don't know if I got more than one, out by the crystal cave, out by the grass there, is warpable, since it's not in the prison section. I would really like that. And I may be able to warp to it from this prison bonfire, but it may still be telling me that's a no-go, and I would have to respawn all the enemies in order to even try it. Is what I'm struggling with. So maybe I should just run back to that other bonfire and not risk it, but I sure would like to know if it's warpable. I guess we wouldn't be able to see from there anyway, so there's no point. No point in checking from there. I'll try to make my way up and around. We're at a pretty good stopping point here at that bonfire before we head out into the crystal caves themselves. Yikes, I forgot. I forgot all about it. Alright, let's head down and fight some snakes. Bad. Bad snakeman. Okay, so we just gotta slip past these guys, get back down the darkened staircase, past the channelers, and we'll be in good shape. Hey, everybody. No? Okay. I'll do it the old-fashioned way, then. Here we go. So I'm desperately hoping I can come right back to this one, since it is not hidden in a prison. And, I just wanted to show you... Actually, let me make sure I can warp back to this one first, because that's gonna be real sad otherwise. Let's go nearby. Okay. Warp to the Duke's Archives. Lovely. Okay, so I imagine that will take us right back to where we just were. That is beautiful. We'll consider that our starting point for next episode here. However, let me show you what I've been doing to get some stats up in order to use various items. Spears and paladin armor and so forth. So in the painted world, there's a grindy, farmy spot of sorts that I've made use of that particularly relies on this Chaos Storm pyromancy. I think I got that as a side effect of opening the shortcut to Lost Izalith, like it was a Chaos Servant Covenant reward. And it is very, very useful. You can also use Firestorm from the normal pyromancy path if you're just... So sorry. If you're just talking to, like, Laurentis or whoever the normal pyromancer is, rather than Quailana. But you may remember these blobby spearmen here, this group of them. We have 2 items that can help now that we got that symbol of avarice. Luckily enough, let's switch into that. So the weird thing about this is it does actually hurt you while you're wearing it. You can see my health bar slowly decreasing. And then I also have the covetous silver serpent ring. Oh, I just unequipped it while I'm being damaged. The covetous silver serpent ring also gives you more souls. So the hat I'm wearing, the helmet I'm wearing now, plus the ring I'm wearing, will make each of these individual blob guys give me more souls than they would normally. And if you can get in close and get one of these off, it really takes out quite a few of them. Even if they interrupt you, it usually still works. And it's almost better if they interrupt you, because this kind of all goes off at once. Like you see, I have 10 of them, but I can't really decide if I want to do it 10 times. Like if I do it now, it'll just do all 10 of them. Like that. But if they hit you, they actually interrupt that action and you save some of them. So it's actually kind of good to be grazed in the middle of it. And so you kill all of them, you get like 10,000 souls, maybe a little more, now that I've got the symbol of avarice on. You get around 10,000 a time, and you just run back to this bonfire. And they're all back for another round. So if you need to buy a set of armor or something that's all like 20,000 apiece. Oh shoot, not that. That was a waste. Luckily, you can run right back to the bonfire, and it's like it never happened. So if you need to get an expensive spell, or an expensive piece of armor, or if you just feel like grinding out some souls for repairs, this is a pretty good method. Something I've been using off-screen just a bit to supplement our stats. But I will not be greedy here. Now I'm just in the routine of it. So that gave me 9,500, 10,200. Oh, that is a heavy helmet. I need to be watching my health. So yeah, I think they give you 500 per blob. But if you're wearing both the silver ring and the symbol of avarice, it's 720 per blob. Seems to be the case. So the only thing to note about this is that... I'm going to go ahead and change out of this. So I stop losing health. The only thing to note is that you can't now warp out of this bonfire, since it's in a cursed painting. It's not like part of the network. So you do actually have to run past them and take the leap of faith past our dear dragon friend in order to get out, is the only slightly inconvenient part of this. So you do need to be able to survive past the entire thing one time yourself. But whenever you're ready to quit, you can really just run past them and it's no big deal. So that is what I've been doing if I have almost enough souls to buy a thing, but not quite. Or whatever it is, or if I need emergency repair. I've been making use of our painted world. And I usually just try to get rid of the archers here. Sometimes that guy, just for fun. Oh, camera. Oh, camera angles. But then you can really just skirt past these guys once you're close to the fog wall. Otherwise, you'd be getting hit in the back with arrows this whole way down. Hello, friend. I hope you're well. Don't mind me. Alright. And we're back out into the painted world. Regrettably, there's one more element of this because it puts you out in the painting, so you do have to skirt around these painted guardians as well. But then there's a bonfire right outside here. I'm just gonna let that guy live. He's not hurting anybody. As hard as he's trying, he's not hurting anybody. And now that my health bar is so luxuriously large, I don't even care about fall damage anymore. I'm being risky. Elegance. Oh, strangely enough, we showed up right here. In this room. Here's another thing we can take care of in the chronology of it. Or not take care of, but I can show you. So, I was saying, we were here before, we unlocked this bonfire, but I was saying we need a ring from back in the catacombs. We did get that ring on the way to Gravelord Nito there. So if you equip it, you can see the large statue disappears. Moments ago, there was a statue there. And strangely, even if you take the ring off at this point, it disappears. That's interesting. So, if you go into this fog wall, I want to be very clear at this point. If you go into the fog wall, you start a boss fight that is optional. You don't necessarily need to, and I'm not clear myself on the morality of the situation.
Gwyn, tarnished it shall not be by the feet of men. If thou art a true disciple of the dark sun, cast aside thine ire, hear the voice of mine self, Gwyndolin, and kneel before me.
So this is like, we saw earlier, there was those statues. There's the statue of Gwyn, the Lord of Cinder, and then his daughter Gwyndolin. But then there's a statue missing. Or not Gwyndolin, my apologies, Guinevere. His daughter Guinevere. There's a statue missing, and it's of his son, Gwyndolin, who I believe there's like some weirdness there that he was raised as a woman because there's like a spell that he needed to learn that they only teach women or something like that. So there's some ambiguity about him, but he has hidden himself down below in what he's calling the tomb of his father, the tomb of Gwyn. And he is projecting the illusion of Guinevere into the throne room. Nobody knows, well, I don't know, I'm sure someone does, where Guinevere is or if she's alive at this point. But I think the person we have seen is just an illusion being created by this guy. So if you walk through the fog wall, you can fight him, and that will result in the illusion being shattered, and on Orlando will turn to darkness. You can also, instead of going through the fog wall, kneel here, and it's another covenant, like another religion you could join that has various perks that I forget what they are. So, there's a ring in the catacombs, the Dark Moon Seance ring, that removes that statue and allows you two options, to either join his covenant or fight the optional boss battle. But we don't really want to do either of those things right now. It's not quite necessary just yet. We can make some decisions before we fight Gwyn, before the final battle, as to how we want it to shake out here. If we want the illusion of sunlight to persist, or if we want to give humanity another option. So that's just something to remember, that Dark Moon Seance ring is important there. But let us head back to the Duke's archives. Absolutely. Hope you have a lovely day as well. See you next time. I am on my way out myself here. This will be the goodbye. Now that we are back in the Duke's archives, we have but to skirt around and we can get back out into the grassy area which leads to the crystal cave beyond. Yikes. And we'll keep looking for that other item. We need the item to go find Artorias, the Abyss Walker, from some golem here, but apparently not the one we got Siegleened out of. So we'll keep looking. Let me see if I have... No, not quite yet. I need another few thousand souls to level up, so I will just leave it for now. And like a member of the royal family, or a president trying to hide his illnesses, I will wave at you from the balcony. Goodbye. Goodbye. I love you. Goodbye. See you next time. Thank you for joining me for 112 minutes of Duke's archiving, and I will see you later, back here on the balcony. Thank you again. Bye for now.